Hello, evening all. Hope you're all doing well. Bit of a little sort of live stream test for this evening. It's been a while since I've done a live, and I kind of want to get into the habit of doing these more. So, if anyone is joining in, jump in, say hello. Obviously, it's always good to speak to like-minded individuals and people who want to come and have a chat. So I'm all up for seeing anyone who comes in. If you want to have a chat and speak to me today, ask any questions, you absolutely can. The things I kind of want to chat about, I suppose this week, we've been a record-breaking week. We've obviously kept the 8 clean sheets, which was absolutely fantastic. We've broken a 103, was it 1903? So it was a 122-year record we've broken, which is unbelievable. So what can we say about the Arsenal team at the moment? I think if we get a clean sheet on Saturday, that would be phenomenal, and we will break our own record, I think, from that side. So very excited about that. That will be a lot of fun. But we're a minute in. I've stuck this out only on TikTok just to see if we had any bites for people to come and have a chat this evening, just while we're kind of killing time. Over in the UK, we've got the UK traitors playing soon, so I'm going to go and finish in the final on that. But the Europa League, I think, is just kicking off as well. So, but let's touch on the Slavia Prague game, which, solid performance from us. But I don't know about you, the first sort of 10, 15 minutes, Slavia Prague went for it. For me, I think it was a bit like their cup final game. A big team like Arsenal rocking up in town. And they're a great team, in the sense of, I think they're top of the league at their own domestic league. And I think they've been unbeaten there for a while as well, which is good for them. But that sort of thing doesn't tend to bother us. But I think after that 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe of them really kind of going for it, huge, great big striker up front, we then started to dominate. And I don't know about you, but it was corner after corner. I think all our corners were pretty much in that first half as well, which was crazy, to be fair. And I think looking at it, I think shots on target for us as well on the day was 8. Scored 3 of them, only 2 are off target. They had 1 shot on target, which I think was right at the very end. But obviously, possession-wise, we kept a hell of a lot of the ball as well. But they posed some problems. But I think obviously unlucky. I think with the penalty they got, it's slightly different in Europe. Any hand contact, any hand that's out of place, the referee blew it, missed it, and we come back to it. So it kind of settled the nerves, and I think we just started to further dominate from there, really, which is great. But as soon as we come back from that second half, it's kind of like, okay, let's just see it off. Let's get another goal. 35 seconds in, Marino scores, cross from Trossard, almost instant, and it puts everyone at ease from that side of things. So really great. And Marino, obviously, is a backup striker. Every time he seems to sit in there, he scores. And he's a real good, option for us. He plays kind of several different positions, and he's a team player. He's very much been asked, you need to step in here. Obviously, Gyökeres was injured, not going to be back till after the international break. So that is also something we've got to be aware of, really. But no, solid game all round. Honestly, popping up with the kind of little back header as well. For Marino, it was decent. Just realised, I don't know if you can hear me, but my mic is a bit closer now. So, but from that side of things, we performed really well. I think all round it was a decent performance. Obviously, another clean sheet, away win in Champions League. We are now sitting second officially. Obviously, our points we're exactly the same as Bayern Munich, which, well, that's going to be our next big game. Obviously, Bayern Munich have conceded their first goal in their last game as well, which is quite nice to see. But they have conceded. Oh, to be fair, no, they've conceded more than I realised. So they've got their 14 goals, conceded 3. Well, we've scored 11 on none, but we have the same points. And obviously, they're up next. Obviously, it's at Arsenal, so it's going to be in our hands, really, to go and take it to them, get some revenge, I think, from previous seasons. I think it was a couple of seasons ago when it was the old format, home and away. And unfortunately, we got knocked out. I think it was quarter-final stage then. And but for us, I think it's revenge time. But both teams are playing extremely well in their their own leagues. I think Bayern Munich as well. Let's have a look. I think they're sitting kind of top of their own, again, league there. Obviously, they had a good win themselves. Let's have a look. Let's see what the latest was. So Champions League, obviously, when they played PSG, beat 2-1. Again, decent result. In the Bundesliga, let's see where they are on the table. If you can show me standings. Yeah, top of the tree at the moment. So they've won 9, drawn none, lost none for 33 against 4. Jesus Christ. So 29 goal difference. They are flying. Obviously 27 points. So there's only a 2-point difference, between the respective leagues, but I think they've played one less. Okay. So, but they are on top form in that side. So we do need to take them down. But that'll be down to us to do when we face them in the Champions League. So, but obviously that is coming up. And I think it's going to be the biggest game of the year, I would say. I don't know if you'd agree, but for us, it'll be the biggest. And what day is that? So they've got us on the 26th of November. So I think it's after the international break. It's kind of that week, isn't it? Another international break to enjoy. Not too much from again that side of things. So, but if you're watching this after, obviously the live streams, it's a funny one. We're only a small channel, so if people and I've literally just dropped it 5 minutes before to say who's about, come and have a chat, drop me some questions. If we're looking over it on TikTok, that's been an interesting week as well. So I'd put this post up about Arteta. Let me read it for you. So this is from a guy called Alan Jameson, and it said, Mikel Arteta is an example for young managers around the world. He joined Arsenal under severe crisis. He cleared the deadwood, won the FA Cup, built a strong team by making clever signings, turned young players into world-class players. Don't forget that this is Arteta's first manager's job of his career. I mean, there's a little bit of a time discrepancy there because obviously he come in halfway through the season. It was in Emery's team, as we know. And I think the deadwood aspect of it was kind of cleared out after kind of winning the FA Cup. But he's right, though, in the sense of, we've built a strong team. It's taken, some time, but we've been competing, for the last, this will be the 4th season. 3 seasons we've come second. I mean, you've had an unbelievable Man City side. We were very close the next year, but maybe didn't have the depth with all good competitions because we were new back into the Champions League. And then this year, I think, we've finally got the depth. We've covered all the issues we had before. So we've got all the players that we needed. And I think we're ready. We're ready to compete on all fronts in all competitions. And obviously we've got 2 players in every position to kind of help us cover that. But what was interesting about the post that I put up, I mean, currently it sits at 43,000 views. There's 634 comments, mixture of mainly rival fans just going, what have you won? And I think that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to touch on because we need to go out and prove it. I think, we're in the best shape as a squad this year. And I think for me, this is our time to prove it. Let's not just go and win the league. Let's go and win, a couple of trophies. We've got the potential to do it. We've got, injuries at the moment, but that's not an issue. That's not a hold up. It's never been a worry. You've got people like Jesus I see today in an Arsenal video, training again with the squad, which is huge. Always liked him as a player. Obviously, he's just been really unlucky with those 2 knee injuries as well. So I'd love to see him back in the mix. Obviously, we've got Havertz, we've got Odegaard to come back. You got Gyökeres is coming back as well. Madueke, is also had a phenomenal start to the season when Saka is out. The irony that they've kind of been injured when the other one isn't is interesting. Saka's back to form, it seems, as well. He's been playing extremely well. I think one of the records he broke was the scoring in 4 consecutive away games as well in the Champions League. So again, record broken. I think Max Dowman was obviously the other record. So he's 15 years, 308 days. He's the youngest player to play in the Champions League. So again, another record broken for him. All impressive stuff. And obviously that record, which is 322 years old, which is Arsenal's record, they've matched with 8 consecutive clean sheets in all competitions. and obviously got Sunderland this weekend. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think of our chances on Sunderland, because they've been playing well. We've got Granit Xhaka there, but we should outshine, outclass still. Again, we've got the team that we've been building, so I do not see any other reason that we should be losing or suffering that game. I just want to see it out. Let's remind myself let's have a look at the fixtures home and away. So we are, let's have a look here. So we've got matches. So the Sunderland game is away to Sunderland. Okay, that's 5:30 Saturday, which is decent. And then we've got Tottenham after the international break on the 23rd and 26th by Munich. So that's, and then Chelsea in the month. So that's November seen out. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to go, which is looking good. And I think we should, personally, 3 points against Sunderland. Tottenham, obviously, North London derby is always unpredictable, but I still think we are, no doubt, the better team. We're at home. It should be a 2-0 victory. I'm saying 2-0 all year on all my guesses and predictions. Bayern Munich, I think, is going to be a tough game, but I think we can come out with something from that. I just hope the old kind of what's happened before doesn't haunt us, and we can push forward and still get 3 points, hold our head up high, get a clean sheet again would be great. Chelsea obviously are an interesting team at the moment. Let's see where Chelsea is sitting in the league. So Chelsea have been starting to find a bit more form. I mean, they're currently sitting in 7th. They've won 5, drawn 2, lost 3, scored 18. We've scored 18 as well, but conceded only 3. They've conceded 11 goals. So, they're a little bit leaky at the back. Goal difference is 7. Ours is 15. 17 points. We're on 25. We've still got 7-point lead on the nearest to us, which is Man City. So we are in a tidy spot, I think, guys, as well. So, but yeah, but let me know your thoughts. This is literally a little bit of a impartial chat this evening. I just want to get some content out there, but still, I keep saying it. Don't have to go down the route of just doing a video every night, 8 p.m. just for my own sake, and then get people involved. I probably need to advertise it better because I've literally done it 5 minutes before. But obviously, if we can get a little bunch of people coming in, chatting, asking questions, bouncing off each other, it'll be great to kind of see. But if people out there watching, obviously football, I don't blame them. But I mean, Europa League games are less exciting. I'm less excited about that. Bearing in mind we're not involved in it at all. But it did make me laugh, touching on that message still about how many rival fans are quite bitter. But I think out of the 43,000 views, I think 2,000 likes have been from Arsenal fans, obviously, and then the comments still keep rolling in. It is laughable. If we have a look at some of them, it's a lot of it's very much how much money you've spent. Haven't won anything apart from the FA Cup with someone else's team. But I think a lot of this is, I would say, a little bit of jealousy. Finally, everyone seems to talk about us. I don't know if it's just because we're in this Arsenal bubble or not, but it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens at the end of the year. Are people going to be a bit humble pie if we do actually win the league, we win a trophy? What will people say? Will they still try and give a stick or make an excuse or something else? But it'll be really interesting to see. And out of interest, I just come back from holiday, as some of you know, and ever come across this shirt? I think it was a bit of an exclusive. I think maybe last season, a bit of a 20 years of being at Emirates, but I never really properly saw it. But I saw it, picked it up, and I thought it was quite cool. But I plan to get some other videos out about obviously the trophies that we're still in. So we've still got 4 trophies that we're competing for. Obviously, the Prem's the main one, Champions League. It's not secondary, but I'd like to win. If we're going to win, well, why not both of those? They're the main 2 we want. FA Cup and Carabao obviously are secondary. I think Carabao obviously in 4th place, FA Cup 3rd. Or League and Champions League, I'd take either one, but both would be great. Is the honest answer. So, but let me know what we're going to win. If you've made it to almost 15 minutes of me ranting on, then great. But let's maybe catch up on our TikTok, on our Instagram, and on YouTube. Hopefully a few people watch this, and it's literally just have a little ramble this evening. So, but we've got lots to do. We've got dinner to make, and we're going to go watch the Traitors final in the UK. So, but let me know who you think is going to win that as well. But obviously, all I'm going to say is, come you Gunners, thanks for watching if you've picked this up and made it to the end. The only thing I'd say, if you haven't done, I mean, I'm not even talked about this at the beginning, like and subscribe, obviously, is always good. And obviously appreciate you guys coming out and watching it. If anyone did pick this up, but very much an impromptu kind of little catch up, a bit of content I wanted to get out for this evening. And but I've got some other videos in the pipeline, so I'll get those on here properly soon and go from there. But have a nice evening all. Speak soon. Bye-bye.